Okay, you'll want to have your composition book, a pencil, and it's always handy to have a couple of crayons to use as highlighters. Today we're going to be talking about decimal place value and then also how to write decimals in different formats. Now this isn't really deep understanding from these notes, but they're just quick reference notes that we'll use. We're going to look at a snapshot of the place value chart with the ones period and the decimals period. But remember, our place value chart is usually really big and goes all the way up to the billions. Okay, so when we're talking about place value, the value of numbers, when numbers move to the left, the values get larger. Hundreds are bigger than tens. Tens are bigger than ones. They have more value, and so on. So in the hundreds column, a 4 would be worth 4 hundreds. In the tens column, a 5 would be worth 50. And then in the ones column, a 6 would be worth ones. The values get larger as we move to the left. Now in 5th grade, this is review. But we're digging in deeper because we're adding to the decimals period. In 4th grade, you learned about tenths and hundredths, and now we're adding on thousandths. So we're reviewing the concept. When numbers move to the right on a place value chart, the values get smaller. In the decimals period, the tenths, 7 would be worth 7 tenths. An 8 in the hundredths column would be worth 8 hundredths. And a 9 in the thousandths column would be 9 thousandths. The values get smaller as we move to the right in a place value chart. Don't forget, on the end of our decimals is THS. And sometimes when I pronounce them, I exaggerate just a little bit so that you know I'm talking about decimals. Now we're going to review ways to write a decimal. And we're going to start with standard form. That's the form that we'll use the most when writing decimals. So this number, I'm going to read the digits, and there's a reason for that. So 456.789. Now, that's not how we would really say it. So we're going to skip over the middle one and talk about word form. So this is how we would really say the standard form. 400. Oops, let me fix my writing just a little bit. 400. 56. And, remember the and represents the decimal point. And 456 and 789. We read the decimal as if it was its own number, 789. And then at the end, it should say thousandths, thousandths. We say it as if it was its own number, 789. And where it ends is the decimal name that it will have, 789 thousandths. And again, I'm exaggerating so that you hear the THS on the end. $789 thousandths. Okay. Now we're going to talk about expanded form. There are multiple ways to write expanded form. I'm going to review them very quickly here. We're going to write them down. But know that this is not your deep learning. We'll review this idea a lot and take a look at all the different ways we can write decimals in expanded form. So you are really good by now at writing whole numbers in expanded form. 400 plus 50 plus 6. And then we'll add the decimals, 7/10ths, 800ths, and 9,000ths. Oops, I see a mistake there. I did not write 9,000ths correctly. Do you notice what's missing? There's an extra 0 that's missing. I hope you're listening. Go ahead and put that extra 0 in. Fix my mistake. Okay, we're going to look at a couple of other ways to write expanded form, and I'm zooming in because it's hard for me to write this small on a screen. So 4 times 100. And we're going to keep those in parentheses so that we remember to do them first, even though in order of operations, we learn that multiplication comes before addition. 5 times 10 plus 6 times 1 plus 7 times 0.1 or 1/10 plus 8 times 8 times 0.08, 0.01, 100th plus 9 times 0.009. Nope, that's wrong too. There we go. I was in a bit of a hurry when I made this. Let's try and make it a bit neater. All right, that's why we usually write in pencil when we're doing our notes. And then there's one additional way to write expanded form. It starts off the same, 4 times 100, plus 5 times 10, plus 6 times 1. And now it's going to be a little different. We're going to write the decimals in fraction form instead. 7 times 1/10, written in fraction form, 7 times 1/10, plus 8 times 100th in fraction form, plus 9 times 1,000th. And again, these are quick notes. We're really going to dig deeper into the topic and practice and look at why this is written this way. But these are our quick reference notes. So we'll go over the reasons for it and how expanded form works in all 3 different formats. Okay, make sure you fixed the 900ths in the top expanded form. Thanks for watching.